Hey, Al Kurtzhauser here from TGT Web Comments at C2E2 with the second half of Saturday Morning Breakfast Cereal. James, the man with the motion.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, so Zach writes and draws the comic, and about a year ago we decided we'd like to go ahead and start a sketch comedy group. It's something Zach and I wanted to do since we were both about 21, 22, but I was in grad school for screenwriting at the time, and Zach was moving around a little bit, and we finally were able to get it together about a year ago when I moved back to Los Angeles, and we had access to the resources to do that. So far it's been a lot of fun, other than learning that it's way easier to offend your parents with video than it is with comics. It's been a really good time.
Well, you know, I've seen a lot of the DVD that you have playing on your computer there, a lot of really funny sketches, the Abbott and Costello bits and all that stuff.
Thank you so much.
And you know, you really have to appreciate that type of humor, especially the parodying of it, especially with those type of comedic icons.
Oh yeah, well I think one thing that Zach and I have always really enjoyed doing is looking at comics of the past and learning from those kind of old styles. Like, the old kind of vaudeville style has a lot to do with our rhythm and the snap to a lot of the videos. In the end, I think what we see is that we're hoping that the sketches are something of a natural extension from the comics. I mean, the comics been around for Zach's been around 10 years now? Yeah, in one form or another, about 10 years. And obviously this is a relatively new and young thing. And it's been really exciting to both win over the comic audience, which we've been doing more and more, and find new audiences by people kind of taking the video and relinking it in weird, random ways. You know, you make something about dating, and suddenly 19 different dating blogs are relinking it, and, you know, people are learning about us in new avenues. So that's been a lot of fun.
Well, you've always kept fresh with that type of stuff, and I'm glad to see that you're just running with it, and it's amazing what type of situations you can get into just by a subtle link and exchange and all that.
Oh yeah, well I think the really exciting aspect for us is how media distribution is really changing, and how you can begin to start doing some of these things on a larger scale and reach an audience without having to go through as many middlemen necessarily. Not that we don't love middlemen, we love middlemen, but it's really great to be able to have that one-on-one interaction with the fans. We typically will shoot 3 videos every 2 weeks, and then typically we have a director who takes care of his editing. The rest of them I typically edit, and then we'll toss one up each weekend and see what the audience thinks. And you get that immediate feedback, and you know, within an hour we've got many thousands of views, and we've got a whole lot of comments from people. Some of them nice, some of them crazy, but all interesting. And we keep kind of learning what the audience reacts to, what we're having fun doing, and improving the product. And we're able to do it kind of on the fly and immediately, which is really fun.
Well, you know, you have some amazing sketches, of course, by Zach here, and you know, this is one of my favorites.
Hilarious. Come on.
Oh no, it's definitely hilarious. I mean, this is great stuff. But you also have the apparently you said it's the random crap pile?
Oh yeah, that's right. So for conventions, Zach does sketches for the fans who come out to see us, because we love to see people. And we have the deal that it is 25 cents or best offer, which means technically you can just give us a high five. So some people give us $1, some people, one guy gave us like 20 bucks, it was kind of cool. Thank you very much. And then some people give us random stuff they just got. So we have magic cards here. We have a movie about zombie Lincoln. No, I'm sorry, Vampire Lincoln. Vampire Lincoln. My apologies. We have a parody of an SMBC comic that is apparently about a guy telling God he masturbated. Yeah. And we have some powdered tea packets somewhere in that table there, and some buttons.
Are you sure they're tea?
We hope they're tea.
Well, C2E2 is eventually going to close down. You know, you're going to have to pack up all of your stuff and head home, but what are you personally going to take away from this experience?
Oh, well, actually, I used to live in Chicago when I was a very small child, so this is my favorite city. So I think the big thing we're taking away from this experience is it's always interesting. Zach and I both live in California, and so we've had a couple of run-ins with fans there, just on the street or something like that. But when you go to a convention and, like, you know, several hundred people from Chicago come up and see you, and it's really kind of, it's great to know that the numbers that you see online from statistics and stuff are more than monopoly money, that it's actual people that actually enjoy you, that are actually out there still watching. So that's been the greatest thing for me, is just meeting people and giving a lot of high fives. Even that one guy who took a running start and really hurt my hand, it's just been wonderful.
Well, yeah, build up the arm strength there for the next time, and you know, we'll be glad to see you here at C2E2. Glad to see you at any other conventions you guys happen to attend. Do you have a DVD out?
We don't. We're going to have a DVD out hopefully by July, but definitely by the end of the year. We wanted to make sure we had enough content to make it worthwhile. You know, you don't want to sell a DVD with 30 minutes of stuff and people are kind of like, why'd I spend the money on that? So we're getting to the point, because we update with one sketch a week, we're getting to the point where we have enough content for about an hour and a half, and we feel like that's at the point where we could give it to the fans and sell it to the fans without feeling like we're trying to rip them off. So we're looking forward to it, and there will be many extras.
Good to hear, and thank you very much, James, for taking the time to do this interview.
Thank you so much. It really was an absolute pleasure.